give thanks to God for a beautiful week and to be together in the Spirit of the Lord. And we are filled with God's Spirit and ready to celebrate together. Our pastor, Gwyneth Harrison, is on the last day of her vacation, and so we are welcoming Reverend Ben Joshua Davis is here, and he's going to lead us in both music and in Scripture and God's message to us today, and we say thank you very much. From the bottom of our hearts, and we will enjoy that and look forward to his message. Next Sunday, if it's not raining, we're going to be outside, and so down the street, about 6 houses or so, there's a little park, if you've never noticed it. It's called Carey Park, but all you need to do is down at the end of Broad Street and turn left instead of right up River Road, and there is a lovely park right on the river, on the water. Bring along a couple of chairs and or a blanket or whatever you're comfortable with. And if it's raining, of course, we'll be here. So let's hope for a beautiful day. It will be a wonderful thing to do. And let's see, are there a message from the phone book people. We're moving steadily along in getting advertising for our annual phone book, and if you know a company that would be a good local advertiser, Bob would have the information, and we'd love you to help us out in that regard. We have, amazingly enough, it's just about July. Can you believe that? July and August, Upper Room, our devotional readers, large print and regular print. Right back there where Roy and the TV are, they're right there on that little table. So help yourself. July 1st, the meetings are for next month or so. So we're happy for that. And we have Connect cards. Blue and yellow, just tucked right in there for you to either put new information or a prayer request. There are, I know, some folks in the church who are having struggles, and we want to know about it, and we want to share it here, and we want us all to be in prayer for those people. So make sure that if you have a request or a praise, that you would add that. And I've got some thank yous to give. Two that I know the persons that are responsible, and two that I don't know the people that are anonymous. So I want to thank Justin for making the slides that you're looking at, because the copier is on the fritz and we couldn't run out of bulletin. So you're it. I'm so happy that Justin did the slides, and we'll be able to work together. And to Julie for doing most of the program today, other than what Reverend Ben is doing. So thanks to them. To the anonymous person, whoever he or she is, who came in early this morning and closed the shutters and turned on the air conditioner and the fans and made this lovely, cool sanctuary. I don't know who you are. When I came in, unlocked the door at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, it was lovely. So thank you so much. And a super special thank you. Someone whom I don't know did a fabulous job pruning, gardening out front on the landscaping. If you didn't notice coming in, take a look going out. That's a lot of work. And someone did all the shrubs and took care of things. It's neat, tidy, and looks gorgeous. and had been bothering me. I live right across the street, but I hadn't gotten over to do it, but someone did. And so I say thank you to them very much. So, are there any other announcements that we need to share? Nancy and Yuri just come in. Could we get an update on your dear mom?
Sure. Thank you.
Shirley Harding has not been well, and
Yes, thank you very much, everybody, for your prayers. She's doing better. It's just been a slow recovery from the surgery, but definitely since 2 days ago. I was just there this morning. She's up in her bed, and so
she's still in the hospital.
yeah, she'll probably be in until the middle of next week.
Okay.
So,
All
but
right.
thank you very much for keeping her prayers.
Yes.
The Global Church is a champion.
Yes, she is a champion. She is our dearly beloved, so we're excited that there's an uptick. It's mighty fun. So, shall we all join together, rise, and we're going to do the call to worship. There it is. Sing aloud to God, our strength, and shout of joy. God reminds us, I brought you out of the land of Egypt and fed you along the way.
When we open our mouths, God fill us with good things.
God calls us to walk the path of faithfulness, trusting His promise.
Feast for all, freshly baked bread, hot from the oven, and sweet honey to satisfy our hunger.
Let us worship God.
So this is a song that maybe some of you remember the first time I was here. We've been back when there was still snow on the ground. Snow now seems like a distant memory, praise God. This song called Jesus and Me loves the Jesus and You. It's a way that we welcome each other and recognize our presence together when we worship with one another. If you don't know it, I'm going to sing it through once, and you can feel free to join me the second time around. It goes like this. Jesus and me, Jesus and you, Jesus and me, Jesus and you, so easy, so easy, so easy to love. Sing this to them. Maybe it's someone across the aisle. Maybe if you're really feeling great, maybe it's the person right next to you. And welcome them into worship as we sing the Jesus and Me loves the Jesus and You. Because after all, right, we're all so easy to love. Sing. Jesus and Me loves the Jesus and You. Jesus and Me loves the Jesus and You. So easy. Easy
where everyone knows about the birthday pennies. If you have some kind of a anniversary or birthday celebration to announce, you can put a little donation in here and the money goes to the HEPA project. So we're going to collect for that right now.
For our 50th anniversary, that's right.
My husband's birthday today.
Canada, Tuesday.
My niece's birthday last week and my nephew's birthday this week.
All right. Niece and nephew.
One for Bob and one for Joanne for their 50th
All
anniversary.
right. Two-year-old Annie and friend Helen. Tom, Mary Ellen's brother-in-law.
My birthday last week and my son-in-law's birthday tomorrow.
All right, Steve and...
My grandma's birthday is coming up.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
For Bob and Joanne.
Bob and Jolene's anniversary. All right. You guys break your name today?
What are you doing, Mother?
Okay. And now we'll take the offering. And the care, connect cards and the prayers and concerns go in the basket and the offering goes in the plate. Stand and go along with the dedication.
As we offer our tithes and offerings this morning, open our ears and hearts to hear the promise Christ made to us. Even the smallest act of compassion for the least of your children will not escape your notice, and that the rewards for us will be heavenly in Christ our rock and our Redeemer, we pray. Amen.
Ladies, so we have several prayer cards today. Mary Ellen asks for, Lord, hear our prayers this morning. Mary Ellen asks for prayers for Shirley and Len. Lord, hear our prayer. And prayers for Tom M. and Tom H. Lord, hear our prayer. And praise for all campers going to Wanakee this week and the staff. Lord, hear our prayer. Pat Casey asks for prayers for Frank Sharkey, who has been readmitted to court rehab. Lord, hear our prayer. Christina asks for continued prayer for Keith and for some good weather, as he's been riding in the rain for 4 days. Also for wisdom, as I need to buy a car while Keith is away. Lord, hear our prayer. And Netta asks, just ride a bike, yeah. Netta asks for prayers for Len and Shirley, both in the hospital. Lord, hear our prayer. Justin asked for prayers for Jane, Katie, and Emily, and the rest of the crew who are going to Waukee this week. Lord, hear our prayer. Joanna and Bob asked for safe travels for Keith on his 7-week bike journey from Seattle to Plum Island. Lord, hear our prayer. And Julie, me, asked for prayers for the one campers, Lord, hear our prayer, and prayers for a speedy recovery for Len and a speedier recovery for Shirley this week. Speedier than what she was, but not speedier than Len. And then also praise for Ben worshiping with us today. And now if you could all join me in the Lord's Prayer.
Happy birthday, dear
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
I invite you to please stand and we can join together in a song called Bring Forth the Kingdom.
the Lord's Word, the 14th chapter of the Gospel of Luke, and one of Jesus' amazing stories, a story that doesn't work out the way you assume it would. And it's a story about a great party. When one of those at the table with him heard this, he said to Jesus, "What a Blessed is the one who will eat at the feast in the kingdom of God. And Jesus replied, a certain man was preparing a great banquet and invited many guests. At the time of the banquet, he sent his servant to tell those who had already been invited, come, for everything is now ready. But they all alike began to make excuses. The first said, I have just bought a field and I must go and see it. Please excuse me. Another said, I've just bought 5 yoke of oxen. I'm on my way to try them out. Please excuse me. And still another said, I just got married, so I can't come. The servant came back and reported this to his master. Then the owner of the house became angry and ordered his servant, go out quickly into the streets and alleys of the town and bring in the poor, the crippled, the blind, the lame. Sir, the servant said, what you ordered has been done, and there is still room. Then the master told his servant, go out into the roads, the country lanes, and compel them to come in, so that my house will be full. I tell you, not one of those who were invited will get a taste of my banquet. This is the word of the Lord.
Morning, everyone. First, before I begin, I just want to say what a pleasure it is to be with you all. Every time I come and I help lead worship here, I always come home and I tell my wife, I just love the incredible spirit that's in this place. I play all this crazy music, and they all stand up and they sing along like they enjoy it. It's just fantastic. I thought as we are entering into this summer season, this time of campouts and barbecues, that I will offer you today a story about a party. John was going to throw the best party his neighborhood had ever seen. He and his daughter Amanda shared the same birthday, and about a month ago, on one Saturday morning, while having coffee for John and Frosted Flakes for Amanda, she had informed him with all due seriousness that 8 years of her getting all the presents and cake and him getting a card made out of construction paper with the words, I love you, Daddy, and a little patch of blue hiding out in one corner were over. That it was high time that he get the same recognition that she did. After all birthdays are important, even if it was his 40th and only her 9th, she informed him. He was going to demur, to say no, to put on his birthday celebration to a yet unspecified but probably never happening date. But when she gazed up at him, clear blue eyes, so perceptive and so earnest, he found that he simply couldn't say no. And so, a month of hard preparation later, on the other end of a mountain of handwritten invitations, personal phone calls, and even a Facebook event where he noted over 20 people said they were definitely coming, the day was here. It looked like a traveling carnival had just set up shop in their backyard. A bounce house, balloons floating in small, multicolored packs tied to everything imaginable, a grill large enough to roast a small steer, a stage where a band was just beginning to set up more speakers and electronics than you find at your average Best Buy, and an open field underneath a tree, and hanging from it a giant cat-shaped pinata whose life was soon to be sadly cut short by a plastic wiffle bat lying on the ground ominously beneath it. It was, he thought, going to be a truly beautiful day. John had never been much for parties, especially when they were about him, but he looked forward to hanging out with his friends, having a good time, and most of all, seeing the look on his daughter's face when the crowds came in dozens of voices sang her happy birthday. It was 12:30, the party was supposed to begin at 1, and so he thought it shouldn't be too long now before the people started trailing in, gifts in hand, and this beautiful banquet could begin. He was still lost to these happy thoughts by the time 12:45 rolled around. No one had showed up, but that didn't concern him either. After all, most of his friends weren't exactly known for their timeliness. Then 12:50 came. Then 12:55. 1 o'clock came, and finally he saw a van coming down the driveway, Mom in the front, 2 boys in the back. Christy and her 2 kids breathed a sigh of relief. Christy pulled up into the driveway, waved him over, rolled down the window, and gave him 2 gift wrap packages. "I'm sorry," she said, "but I just needed to make sure that Amanda got our gifts. You see, we can't stay. I just got a call from Pastor Janet that church is having a big dinner tonight, and they need us to come over early to help them prepare. And after all, we're supposed to put God first, right?" She rolled up her window. "Oh yeah, and tell Amanda we say happy birthday. See you in church tomorrow." John's stomach clenched a little as they drove down the driveway, but oh well, that's how people were, right? He still had his 17 other guests who said that they were definitely coming. And at 1:05, not a one had shown up. He began pacing back and forth on the front lawn. 1:10 came, he broke down, opened his phone, and called his friend Sean. "Hey Sean, what's up?" "Hey John, that you?" "Yeah. Hey, sorry, we can't come to your party. Listen, I just got this new car. It's incredible. And you know, all the guys, they want to take it out for a spin. It's awesome, bro. A new Camaro, all leather, goes 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds. Tell you what, I'll stop over later this afternoon and show it to you. If your party's still going on, have a great day." Sean hung up. John stood in the lawn, trembling a little bit. He just had a late arriving crowd, right? I mean, after all, who shows up on time for a party anyway? That got him through the next 10 minutes of watching the street like a sentinel, hopes rising every time a car drove down towards them, only to be deflated as each went steadily on by. And that's it, he thought. He picked up the phone and called Mike, his best friend. "So Mike, why aren't you and your daughter at my party?" "Sorry, John," he said, "I just can't today. I thought I could definitely come, but you see, I just learned that I have to go into work later this afternoon and I need to get ready." "What? You know, I can come and pick up your daughter at least." "Sorry, John, she's got a lot of schoolwork today. I don't think she can make it." "But Mike, she's 9. How much work can she have anyway? What is she doing? Fingerprinting the Mona Lisa or something?" "Sorry, John. And listen, what am I supposed to tell Amanda anyway?" "Tell her we couldn't come, but that we say happy birthday." John ended the call without saying goodbye. One of the band members extricated himself from his pile of equipment and came over. "Mr. Ward, are we supposed to begin playing yet? I know you said 1:30, but I don't see many people." John began to panic. "Just hold on. We just have a bunch of late arrivals, I'm sure. People will be here shortly." He went into the backyard and looked around. The party was set. Balloons, band, bounce house, food, pinata, just waiting to begin. And then he saw his daughter in her favorite dress, ribbons in her hair, sitting alone on the picnic bench, 2 tears forming in her clear blue eyes. His friends, good people. They had steady jobs, most of them. They had families. They owned their houses. Heck, even most of them went to church, even his church. And not a one had an afternoon to spare for him and his daughter. "No," he said to himself, "there is no way that no one is coming to my party." He ran inside, got the class list from his daughter's grade off the refrigerator, and began calling A to Z. "Hi, this is Amanda Ward's father, John. Yes, your child and I share a class. Hey, listen, my daughter is having a birthday party today. Band, balloons, bounce house, pinata, whole 9 yards. Would you all like to come down? No, don't need to bring anything. Just come over." And soon enough, a few cars began to trickle in, and he saw with dismay not with the nice kids from her class, those with straight A's, well-groomed clothes, and no behavior problems, but the other kids, the ones who sat in the back of the class, made fart jokes and got detention, the ones who wore the same outfit to school 5 days in a row and stuck to high heaven, even the one who had made fun of his Amanda one day during school and made her cry, showing up. "Oh well," he thought, "guess beggars can't be choosers," as he sighed and began to play gracious host. At least they had a little party. But that was the problem. It was a little party. The empty spaces spoke louder than the guests. A couple kids jumped tepidly in the bounce house. The band played half-heartedly, no one listening. The pinata, granted maybe an indefinite reprieve, hung alone on the tree, spinning slowly in the breeze. Amanda came up to him. "Dad, this isn't our perfect party, is it? No, Amanda. I mean, I like the people who are here, but where are all our friends who said they'd come? I don't know, Amanda. I mean, a party isn't a party unless there are people to enjoy it, right? I don't know, Amanda. I mean, what can I do? I wanted this to be the most marvelous party of your life. I called all our friends. See, I even called everyone in your class, even the people you don't like. And still, he said, almost desperately waving his hand over the small clump of people in the vast empty space, this is all I have. This is all we have. I can't find anyone else. The words flew out into the swallowing silence. There was a long pause. Then Amanda took his hand. Dad, I think I may have an idea. And so they walked down the street, leaving their little party, which was limping along just fine without them. Amanda confidently turned left, walked down a block, and went up a driveway. John saw with surprise that it was the family shelter, a few kids playing in a leaky old sandbox in a fenced-in front yard. Amanda opened the door, looked at the gathered parents and their children, and said, "Hey everyone, Mommy, Dad, and I are having a birthday party up the street. We have a bouncy house, a band, a piñata, and tons of food. Can you come and join us?" John took Amanda aside and said in his best responsible parent tone, "Are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, look at all these people. I bet you don't know any of them. What if they don't want to come?" "Well," Amanda said, looking him straight in the eyes, "oh, how convenient she did that. A party's not a party until there are people to enjoy it, right?" "Fine," he said, and smiled, confident that her appeal would fall on deaf ears. But much to his surprise, pretty soon 5 families trooped out of the house and looked expectantly at him. One mom said, "Thank you so much. I had no idea what I was going to do with my kids. Where is your house?" He gave a weak smile and said, "At the corner of 5th and Main, big white house, band in the back, can't miss it." "Well," he said, taking Amanda's hand, "that was a very nice thing for us to do. Are you ready to go back and party with your new friends?" "No," she said, surprising him, "because a party's not a party until there are people to enjoy it." And so she went on down the street and walked into a run-down white cinder block building with a stained sign reading Parkside Food Pantry. Inside were a whole mess, and John thought that was literally true, of people, young and old, families, growing children, people who looked like they hadn't bathed for weeks, carrying boxes of food, jostling with each other, speaking in loud voices. "Hello, everyone!" Amanda shouted, and much to John's surprise, the room quieted. "I'm having a birthday party today. It's at the corner of 5th and Main." John winced inside. Was it safe to give their address to these people? "There's balloons, a bouncy house, a band, a piñata, and lots of food. Would you all like to come?" And again, like before, everyone finished what they were doing, piled into their cars, and headed up the street. Oh my God, John thought, I'm definitely going to get broken into now. He tried drawing the line at an old nasty-looking man with a white beard and big crutches, but Amanda pulled him back. "Daddy," she said, as if stating a perfectly obvious truth, "a party's not a party until there are people to enjoy it." As the crowd left, he turned to her. "Okay, are we done now?" "Nope," she said. "We have one more place to go." And so they turned down another street into another park. Oh no, John thought, not that park. It was a sad little wasteland of open field with gazebos, some beaches, and a lonely-looking memorial statue, populated by drunks, homeless, and drug addicts. Not the sort of place that any respectable parent took their 9-year-old daughter to. Before he could stop her, Amanda had run over, leapt onto the statue, and waved her arms. "Come on, everybody, over here. You see, I have a birthday party over at my house." "Oh no," said John. "Heck no, not this time," and he pulled her down. "Listen, dear," he said, trying to be reasonable, "you can't just invite everyone. You know, some of these people, they're messed up. They're dangerous. They're dirty. I have to take a bath in Lysol now, and I haven't even touched one of them. They are not coming to our party. You hear me?" Amanda just shook her head. "Dad, who do you think needs a good party more than these people?" He looked out over the crowd that had gathered. Sad eyes, broken bodies, hopeless faces. And suddenly, he found that he didn't care anymore. Well, he said to Amanda, a party's not a party until there are people to enjoy it. Right? She laughed. He said, we're having a party over at our house, 5th Ave in Maine. There's a balloon, a bounce house, a band, a piñata, and lots of good food. We'd love it if you could come and join us. And so they went back to their house on 5th and Main, the whole crowd of people trailing behind. And when, wincing in anticipation, he looked into his backyard, he found, to his surprise, that a party had broken out when he wasn't looking. The bounce house was full of happy children. The band, excited by all the new people, had turned up the volume and people were dancing. Someone had even fired up his grill, and the smell of hot dogs and hamburgers wafted enticingly in the air. He ran over to the picnic bench, climbed up to the top, and helped his daughter up. Hey, everyone, he yelled, and slowly the crowd quieted. Listen, my daughter and I want to welcome you to our birthday party, the crowd cheered. I know that many of you probably don't know me or my little girl. Here he lifted her into his arms. But a party's not a party until there are people to enjoy it. So let's all have a good time. And a good time was truly had by all. The nasty old man at the food pantry got up on stage, grabbed the guitar, and played a song or two with the band, drawing on some long-lost musical memory. The piñata's indefinite reprieve came to a sad end at the hands of many enthusiastic children, the final strike given by Amanda herself, spraying candy-colored rainbows across the air. People who had never met each other before talked, laughed, and joked like long-lost friends, exchanging phone numbers when they parted. Amanda beamed with pleasure when nearly 100 happy faces sung her a very loud and enthusiastic happy birthday. The party lasted far into the night, and finally, when the band had packed up, the last food was eaten, and the final stragglers went home. John and Amanda sat arm in arm, surveying the scene before them. Bags full of paper plates and half-eaten food, the paper mache remains of the piñata sprayed over the yard. The bouncy house, now looking considerably less bouncy, gently deflated in the corner. Well, Amanda, I guess you're right. A party's not a party unless there are people to enjoy it. She smiled. Are we going to go to church tomorrow, Dad? Sure, he laughed. What are we going to tell all those people? We're going to tell them that they missed the best party this neighborhood has ever seen. And that, my friends, is what the kingdom of God is all about. Amen. So there's a song that I would like to teach you. And it's about this invitation to come to the banquet. I want to teach you the chorus to this song first. So I'm going to sing it through once, and then I'm going to invite you to stand and sing it with me. It goes like this. I cannot come to the banquet, don't trouble me now. I have married a wife, I have bought me a cow. I have fields and commitments that cost a pretty sum. Pray hold me excused, I cannot come. All right, let's stand and sing that. Let's sing that together. And make sure that you don't get that middle line mixed up, because it would be a really odd thing if you had bought me a wife and married a cow. I cannot come to the banquet, don't trouble me now. I have married a wife, I have bought me a cow. I have fields and commitments that cost a pretty sum. Pray hold me excuse, I cannot come. Join in on the verses as you feel ready to do so. A certain man held these on his finest estate in town. He laid a festive table and wore a wedding gown. He sent invitations to his neighbors far and wide, but when the meal was ready, each of them replied, I cannot come to the banquet, don't trouble me now. I have married be filled. I cannot come to the banquet, don't trouble me now. I have married a wife, I have bought me a cow, I have fields and commitments that cost a free sum. Great old maiden season when I come. When all the poor had assembled, there was still room to spare. So the master demanded, go search everywhere, to the highways and the byways, and force them to come in. My table must be built before the banquet can begin. I cannot come to the banquet, don't trouble me now. I have married a wife, I have bought me a cow, I have fields and commitments that cost a free sum. Great old maiden season will I come. Now God has written a lesson for the rest of humankind. If you're slow in responding, we may get left behind. God's preparing a banquet and invites us all to come. When the Lord and Master calls you, be certain not to say, I cannot come to the banquet, don't trouble me now. I'm married a wife, I bought me a cow, I have fields and commitments that cost a free sum. Great old maiden season when I come. One more time. I cannot come to the banquet, don't trouble me now. I have married a wife, I have bought me a cow, I have fields and commitments that cost a free sum. Great old maiden season when I come.
Thank you. And now we can all join in the closing reading. As we have feasted at the table of God's invitation, let us sow into the world renewed and restored. Let us sow into the world to share the good news that there is a place for everyone at God's banquet table. Let us sow into the world to share God's body. Amen. Please join us downstairs for refreshments, coffee hour, fellowship. Thank you.
Let's sing this together one more time. Since it's up there, we probably all need the reminder.